Okay, this is exercise number 18, and they're on my favorite series. This one does have a prerequisite. You need to be able to execute a good, clean, regular kettlebell swing, because this one is the one-arm kettlebell side step swing. So if you know how to do a regular two-handed kettlebell swing, we do this one-handed, but we have a side step motion with it. So it's dynamic and it's great to work to get all the benefits of the regular kettlebell swing, but also add this element of coordination. Okay, so not only that, you're also, of course, going to need a kettlebell. So the kettlebell swing is such a great foundational exercise to include in your repertoire, but it's something that I like to really be hands-on when I'm watching somebody, because even though it's very simple, like you're just swinging, something back and forth in front of your body, it actually requires some very precise understanding of what's moving and what's not, and what's how the energy transfers as that weight moves behind, between, and up in front of you. So yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable with you trying this unless you know for sure that you know how to execute a clean kettlebell swing. But go ahead and spend some time learning that, because it's one of the best glute core conditioning strengthening exercises you can do, and it's one of the very first things that you would want to master if you want to keep incorporating kettlebells, which of course is one of my favorite equipment as well. So speaking of kettlebells, before you go out and buy any, just make sure they are standard size kettlebells, meaning that even if you have two different weight sizes, right? Because obviously the higher the weight, the bigger the kettlebell body, okay? You want to make sure that the handles are sized correctly. So I've seen some really super cute mini baby ones in the gym. No, when I say standard, I'm talking about the distance between the top of the bell and the top of the handle, okay? That's really important for when you start shifting it, for how it rests behind your wrist, okay, so that you have a lot more flexibility than just the dead weight portion of it. Okay, so assuming you know how to do a regular kettlebell swing, this one we're going to take the kettlebell. Here's our setup position, okay, hinge back, and we're going to take it to one hand. Okay, so one hand, and then switch as you also step together, step apart, step together, step apart, okay? So, part of the coordination part of this, even though it looks like the coordination comes from the switching and the moving of the feet, one of the elements that is part of the coordination is to remember to not just ride the momentum as you come here and step. Okay, so instead of just stepping like this, as you come to that middle, you still want to go ahead and execute that full hip pelvic thrust. Okay, so we'll start, set up. I mean, this one is 25 pounds. My setup at 25 pounds is not as important as if I was gonna go a lot heavier, which I rarely do. I don't like it, okay? So, swing, thrust. See that? Thrust. Okay, versus if I just stay here and just shuffle the feet, okay? You do want to execute a full swing in between. So, don't forget to rest. See, I just forgot. It's a mentally challenging, maybe I'm just mentally challenged, but it does require a intentional, awareness. It's not just riding the momentum. That's the point. All right, give it a go.